In today's episode, we're going to talk about when people ask creatives and freelancers for free work or free samples, what it usually means, why you should never do it, and what you can do instead to uphold your professionalism and still secure a client if they are worthy of working with. Just trying to get a sound check. I have a Miley Cyrus voice going on right now because I'm still recovering, but hopefully it's not too bad. But this is not usually what I sound like. I'm Alex. Welcome to Guiding Creatives, the community to help creatives thrive by leveraging the gig economy to give you whatever you need. It could be time, it could be money, it could be energy, capacity, mentorship, community, whatever you're looking for in your creative career or pursuit, Guiding Creatives is here to help you. So I do a variety of different topics surrounding the gig economy, freelancing, creative careers, and today we're going to do a Q&A. And this is a question that I've already ran into. It's what to do when somebody asks for free work, when a client asks for a free sample, or when somebody just wants something for free. And something I actually often see, and I'm guilty of myself, is offering this out. Right. We can just offer this to people. We can say, oh, I'll do this for free because we really want the work, or we want the support, or we want the recognition. But you're putting yourself in a bad position in the long run, and you're also harming other freelancers. You give clients this expectation that they can expect this from other freelancers. But most freelancers that have been in the game for as long as I have, you learn that the right people will pay. You know, for every one person that won't pay, there's 10 that will. And those are the clients that are worth working with and are often the easier clients to work with. So let's get a little bit more comfy and get into it. The most common way clients will ask for free work is to ask for a free sample to see if you're a good fit. You know, before they invest more money into you, they want a free sample. And what you'll notice is people will even ask for free samples on like $10 orders. There is an extent where you can understand this. If you have something that is worth $500, some people do want a little bit more upfront to know what they're getting into because that is a big investment. But if you're offering a $10 order and someone's asking for a free sample, like just right away say it's $10. Like, let's just do this. Although most of the time when people ask for these free samples, it's manipulation. They're probably in the inboxes of 10 other freelancers asking the same so they can collect a bunch of things to use. It's almost like when you interview for a job and they want everybody to do this like work sample unpaid and then they get all the rights to use it. Shady practices. Free samples are not fair to you. You know, now there's potential to have like a long-term client or high-paying client, and that may look like an investment or like worthy of your time, but potential doesn't pay the bills. And if you are working on a sample, you're taking away from paying clients, and that's what you have to remember. But there are some people who genuinely want to see if you're a good fit. So instead of just dismissing when people ask for free work, I want to actually offer how you can approach this in a very professional way that can still secure you a client and that has just changed the game for me. Here are the 3 things you can do to save your sanity, your time, and your energy. Number 1 is to have your portfolio readily available. You should have a portfolio. You should have a way, either a website or a PDF document. I will recommend having a PDF document just because some people will not click a link. They do not trust it, and rightfully so. I've had some pretty shady links, so unless it's a very recognizable link for people to use, also have a PDF. Offer that to them. It's just good to have anyway. So have a portfolio. Try to have different types of work. So if you do videos, maybe you show a like lifestyle video, and then you show a ad video, and then you show a nature video. Or if you do graphic design, you know, add some variety. Maybe you're a copywriter, show different like businesses you work with. If you do nonprofits and you do for-profits, like you can show that kind of contrast as well. You want to show as much different things as possible. Now, I do want to note that in some portfolios, you need to do samples because not everybody is comfortable with you sharing the work you've done for them in your portfolio. So make sure you get permission for that. But you want to show a diverse bit of work, and this actually might involve you doing free samples. Podcast listeners, I'm doing a quotation because you are not making a personalized free sample for the client inquiring. You're doing a free sample that showcases what you can do, and you're also going to have this to present to hundreds of clients, not just one. And this isn't going to be available to anybody to use. So this is not free work if you're working on your portfolio. So let's get that distinguished right away. Have your portfolio ready, and don't just have examples, have case studies. So what I mean by this is if you are showing samples, Something you can show with clients is you can keep them anonymous, but you can show the effectiveness or the analytics behind whatever you created for them or whatever you made for them. You can show reviews. Try not to just have on paper, now this will be different if you're just starting out, but try not to just have what you can do, have the value and the ROI, the return on investment that it has brought to clients you've worked with. Whether that be a good experience. Listen, a good experience is a return on investment. So many people have bad experiences. Do not undervalue yourself. Maybe you save somebody time. Show this. Maybe you brought somebody a sale, conversions, traffic. Show this. It's worth something. Show this to your client because now they have your quality of work, they have what they can expect from you, and they have some social proof from people you've worked with. And they may push back because here's where they're going to push back. This doesn't really represent who I am. I want a personalized sample. Some people are saying this because they have a special niche or they have a niche with certain rules, a business with certain rules. Like if you worked for a lawyer versus a social media manager, there's going to be a very different approach to how you make content and copy. I've actually just went through this. So it's okay for people to say, I need to test the waters with you because this has to be done carefully and specifically. But some people are also just trying to get free work out of you. So what you do now, instead of giving in, because you do not give in at this stage, is step 2. So this is a game changer. You offer a trial offer. So when someone says free sample, you say trial offer. Free sample, trial offer. Free sample, trial offer. Switch the tone. And the reason you want to do this is because a trial offer benefits you. It pays you for your time, and it also can help you get a client. I'm not even kidding how many clients this has gotten me. And I'll give you an example of where this got me the most clients. So I am a Pinterest manager, although I am, trying to move away from it a little bit. It's so time consuming. It's something you want to do. It's very good. A lot of people need it. It's great. It's time consuming. Be aware of that. But, it's a costly and long-term investment, really, because for one, a monthly management is a full month of growth that you could have that you can miss out on if you're working with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. It's costly because a month worth of content is expensive. And when you're working with somebody, especially for like social media management or something that is ongoing, you want consistency because that person is working with a certain strategy. And Pinterest is a long-term game. So if you were to hire me to work on this and then switch me with somebody else and they completely change the strategy, it's going to take you even longer to see the success you want. So it was just a very big investment, but also for you. So if I had to work with people month on month, I want to make sure it's somebody I want to work with. I also came into a few clients that I was already locked in for a month, which were making me miserable. This is a mutual benefit, a trial offer. What I would do is I would offer a 2-week period. I would optimize everything. I would give them a strategy and I would create just a few pins and schedule them so they can see how I work, what it takes, what it requires from them, like how much back and forth communication and resources I need from them. And, because some people also don't want to invest in something if they have to do a lot of work. So show them all you need from them and what it would look like month to month. And this has secured me so many clients. It's got me also like decent pay for minimal work because some people work with me and then I give them the strategy because I give them the option. I'm like, hey, if you want to go work, do this yourself, you can try and come back. That's happened. And then some people will purchase for like 6 months after that because they've trusted me and they know that I know what I'm doing. So that's a trial offer in that case. Generally what it is, it's a discounted offer of basically a sample. So it's a discounted offer of a smaller subset of what you're offering. You're not giving them the full product you're offering at a discount. That's still not fair to you. A trial offer would be if you're a video editor, instead of editing like a minute-long video of theirs, you do 10 seconds. You do 10 seconds and you make that 10 seconds great. And you charge for that length of time. And if you can charge, you can do 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever, and just charge in proportion. Make sure it's fairly priced. If you're a graphic designer for a social media post, you do like 6 different posts, usually in bulk, but what you offer is one post at a price for one post. If you're a copywriter, instead of doing like 1,000 words, you do 100 and because this combined with your portfolio, this is the trick, right? Because a 10-second video, they're going to be like, I really can't get anything out of that. But a 10-second video with a taste of how it will be personalized to them, compared to your capabilities that you've proven in your portfolio, will paint them the picture they're looking for. And if it doesn't, they're either incapable of trusting you, which you don't want to work with them anyway, or they're just trying to get free work. And how you can mention this is say, so for clients who want to get to know me and for how I get to know clients, I offer a trial offer. This is a way to make sure that I'm not taking away from paying clients and making sure that I can make your sample a priority. Because if someone's asking for like a free proposal, a free whatever, they do not get priority over my clients. Like that's not how it works. And a lot of people think that, a lot of people think that freelancers and creatives act in desperation. Even if you do, don't act like it, okay? And anybody who treats you like you should be acting in desperation, don't work with them. So present this to them. You have your portfolio, they have their trial offer. You can even do like a quick turnaround for it if it's something like you really want to see if this relationship can go somewhere. Either they say, if I'm going to pay and I saw your portfolio, let's just dive into it. They might just say that. And they might say, let's do the trial, which is often what happens. Or they might say, I'm not willing to invest any money into somebody until I can get a sample. This is a red flag for many reasons. It's not fair and it's just completely manipulative. Anybody in business, anybody with a bit of humanity, empathy, a bit of a heart of caring about somebody, understands that their time on this earth is limited and every second you give to somebody should be appreciated. I'm a very big believer in that. But your time is valuable. That's the point I'm trying to make. And anybody who is self-aware or aware of other people or cares about other people understands that. And so when you present this compromise, they might say, listen, I'm working with a minimum budget. I actually can't afford to do the trial and do the service. Then you're not for them. You have to be able to say no to clients. I gave in so much and would say like, oh, but I wanted you to work with me. I'll work with you at your budget. It's not worth it. It's not going to be a good client relationship. You're going to grow to resent them and they're going to grow to be disappointed because obviously they're not going to get the results they want at their budget, most likely. And then you're going to resent that. You're giving them all this time. It's just like a weird relationship. So just don't do it. And listen, they might walk away at this point. Let them go. Let them go. It's fine. If they keep pushing for a free sample, I don't really know how they would at this point, but if they do, politely decline. You just say that you do not have the capacity to do that right now. That's something I also write to people who demand discounts. I say, I just don't have the capacity to offer that to you right now. That's fine. If they don't respect that, they don't respect you. So you already know where that stands. You can move on. Don't undervalue yourself. Your work matters. Your time matters. Your energy matters. To summarize, if someone asks for free work, you say, hi, here is my portfolio so you can get an idea of the content I've produced and the, reviews, conversions, success that this has had for my clients. And on top of that, if you still want something a little bit more personal, I do offer trial offers. So a smaller service at a discounted rate so that you can get an understanding of how I work and we can determine our working relationship. And I'm happy to prioritize that if you're willing to compromise here. Ball's in their court. Then you either move on or you do the work and you have a great relationship, because I think it also helps people respect you. You say, hi, I recognize that you need to test the waters and this is what I can do for you about that. Instead of just saying, no, I'm not offering you anything. And you are fine to say no, but you need to realize, especially when I start talking about client red flags later this week, some people are coming from a good place. Some people are coming from not understanding how freelancing works or the gig economy works, or this is what they've been used to from other freelancers. So I don't recommend writing anybody or everybody off unless they're like really rude. You should try to compromise, but make sure there's also a compromise from their end. Don't just offer discounts. Don't just offer rushed orders. Make sure they're paying for it. They're compromising as well. You're not just compromising as the creative of this interaction. Well, that is going to be our first mini-sode ever. I am nervous how I sound. I hope I'm okay. If there's a topic, I'm going to redirect you to my website or my Instagram. Like, you can reach out to me on any of my social media. I am going to have a community space. It's in the works. But you can either subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can subscribe to YouTube. Maybe you just want to see these conversations in graphics. Feel free to follow my Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm going to have those corny text posts and things like that. So thank you so much for watching. And if you do anything today, embrace your creativity, remind yourself that you are valuable, your time is valuable, and that you have so many opportunities if you would just let yourself thrive. So, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.